So a very good evening to everyone here. I hope you're all doing very, very well. My wound is healing. I don't need a bandage anymore, which is already a very good sign. The stitches have been removed. Carlos is here as well. He's feeling a bit under the weather. I'll be giving you the update today. I've prepared a few topics. There are quite a few subjects to cover. I'll do my best to convey everything as well as possible, and then also translate it into English, Spanish, and Italian. Yeah, that way you can revise and process things much faster simply by sharing this information with others. And so, Carlos, would you like to say something nice? Otherwise, I'll jump straight into the topic. I'm very, very
Very happy to. Let's go straight ahead. Yes, or all of us, we are all looking forward to, yes, to your summary.
okay. Yeah, this call is simply meant to bring you up to speed on where we stand, what's currently happening in the background, and what we are now implementing, what we're still working on behind the scenes, and what's coming up for us in the future. So we're working in the background basically 24/7, even at night. I think I dream about all of this. And let's just start with trading. Yes, we have ToonPay on one hand and then trading separately. And we actually started actively trading about, let me take a moment to think, approximately 6 weeks ago, I believe, with two distinct and effective strategies, specifically Pro and Smart. Yeah. With Pro at the beginning, 1 month, I'm now at, I don't know, 30% of what I invested. So with 1,000, I made 30, but that's from the very beginning. So anyone who came in a little later is currently performing very, no idea. So the Pro and Smart strategies are approaches that I now fully intend to continue to carefully monitor and potentially even stop. Yes, that is precisely what I see as the next logical and necessary step. We actually launched the Optima strategy just 2 days ago or so, quite recently. This is the optimized Prime strategy. So the Prime strategy will be completely replaced. Yes, and the Optima strategy, just to avoid any confusion, will now be available for us to connect to. Starting from $700, this strategy is available for everyone who has invested more than $700 of their own deposit in Pro or Smart. They can simply switch over. Yes, you shouldn't have a drawdown of more than 3% on your account, roughly. Yes, 2 to 3%. Prime strategy members, please don't do anything yet. We're waiting until Tech Markets introduces the new percentage function. That will also be the case soon. Yes, that will be allowed to get other accounts. Then, for example, the Optima strategy will also be available starting from $100. Yes, we'll be getting a completely different account structure. This means that entry can be made with less money. You could even start there with as little as $50. As a result, we effectively get more capital to work with. Why? Yes, just so you understand, percent accounts are accounts that are reflected on a cent basis. If we look into MetaTrader 5 now, it's shown in dollar or euro value, but only with 2 decimal places. So, and here it's in cents. That's why trading can be represented in a completely different way. You can then trade micro lots. Yes, you can make trading much better, because then it looks like if you put in $100, you don't see 100.2, but instead you see 120,000. With $100, it suddenly shows 120,000 in cents, and you can trade that more effectively. Yes, larger accounts are simply easier to trade. It's a super new feature that will be introduced at Tech Markets, which, in our opinion and also from experience, makes trading much safer. You can trade many different time frames, that is time zones and so on, but I don't want to go too deep into that. So if you're interested in that, we can definitely dive into that topic in detail sometime. That means when we wait and then find the strategy to trade the Prime accounts back out, right? So what happened with Prime? Yes, with Prime, the market moved completely against us. And yeah, if I hadn't stopped it, the strategy would have gone entirely against us as well. Why? it had a 1-to-1 copy ratio, so a 1-to-1 copy ratio, and now it has to be, it will be reduced again to 0.6%. Yes, down to 0.6%. I can show you the strategy in a moment as well. Yes, we have a 3.5-year track record. But from now on, we will also be displaying a different track record. It's important here as well to compare the track record. What we've noticed is that the strategy we're now copying on the exchange produces slightly different results. We're currently working on making adjustments there. Why here as well? So first of all, with the pro accounts, we've been able to do better now. Plus, we're getting another update at Tech Markets. That's going to revolutionize the trading market to some extent. Soon you'll be able to trade with a different type of account. It's called mom trading. Yes, mom trading means that everything is managed in one pool, not separated individually like now, where 1,000 people each have their own account handled separately. Instead, 1,000 accounts are treated as if they were one account. And that makes the difference because you get better entries and better exits, right? That's a very, very significant advantage that will come into effect for us. So let's take another sip. So as you've noticed, Optima or all the strategies, so we've already shared the links, we can share them again. And otherwise just tell support, hey, I have Smart or I have Pro. So again here, I'm an absolute fan of diversification. Yes, so here as well, for example, I will personally invest in Smart. Yes, we will also run a $5,000 account here with a Smart strategy. That can also be shown visually to the outside. We will share that with you. Every day there are new updates and you are welcome to use them, yes, and share them externally. Then in trading, we also have the 4 traders. Yes, with the core team, Carlos and I contacted an academy. Yes, it's a team, a group of traders in other words, a 4-trader team. All of them have more than 15 years of experience, one even 20. They make their living from this and are true professional traders. Yes, as I just mentioned, their own academy that costs 12,000 euros for 6 months, or maybe 3. I'm not sure if it was 3 or 6 months. So they really have a lot to show for themselves, and we got them for ourselves and want to keep this exclusive to us so that we have a unique selling point out there, so that people are excited about it and feel connected to something, you know, especially if it's live trading where people can actually watch along. They will do live sessions showing what's happening in the market. And so I got them on board with, let's write visions. Let's make copy trading history. Copy trading history. I know someone who got over 887 million in deposits under funding. So he really did make copy trading history. And with that, yes, that's their ambition, probably also their ego, and they want to prove themselves as an academy. I have no problem with that either. I say, if you're profitable and awesome, then I'm sure there will be someone in our community who wants your services. So if they're good guys, we want to bring them closer to us. We want good entrepreneurs who know what they're doing. We want to expand our network. Yes, we're constantly expanding through contacts, etc. We're creating business opportunities, ideas, and soon knowledge for you. So that's coming up as a topic as well. We just want to grow together as a community to build something big here, to make people crypto savvy and to give them a bit of AI understanding along the way. Yeah, I've just recently started to dive into the world of AI myself. It's truly incredible what's coming our way in the near future. And if you effectively utilize these valuable little tools and resources for yourself, it genuinely makes it so much easier to efficiently build and grow your very own business, to seamlessly automate various essential tasks. And we will certainly help you extensively with that as well. So 4 traders are testing. The first week is done. They had to get to know the platform a bit. That was my idea for them. I said, look, you'll get access now. You'll get a 1,000 euro account. Just start trading. Yeah, and then they had to check the currency pairs, which pairs, what costs, because every exchange has a different cost structure. Bitcoin or cryptos in general were very, very expensive to trade anyway. One lot cost $60 there. Yeah, so that's really, really expensive compared to, say, Binance or other crypto exchanges when it comes to trading cryptos. So that's why a few things are now being managed, changed, adjusted, so that we have a finished great product that traders can use, where they can say, hey, with our strategy and our know-how, we can look to the future profitably with this. Then first we'll test everything thoroughly, and then we'll launch this product for you so that we have a copy trading tool with real people participating live and live participation instead of just being on the sidelines. Yeah. Good. I personally think they'll need another 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah. And then it'll get started. So now about the much anticipated and eagerly awaited app. So I think that's the point. Personally, when the app is released, there will be a catapulting leap forward for ToonPay. So for now, we've put trading aside. Now let's move on to ToonPay. So we're still working on it. Yes, getting it onto the Apple Store Rezo. It's still missing from the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. We had to wait, make an adjustment. I have it here as well. Change the integration. We were forced to do so by the provider. We had to change something on the provider side. And from Apple, yes, you've probably already noticed copyrights. We had to change something on our side. We've taken care of all that. Now we're just waiting on their end. And now we're still waiting for one last approval from SumSub so that we can finally start the onboarding process without Apple and without Android. Yes, we've got the green light from them. Yes. And we've also tested it once. It works. And soon you get a page for it. That means you just go to the page and then you can click on the app. Then you'll be sent the access link and you can already start spreading it around. So people can identify themselves with, yes, ToonPay, test the app already, yes, and get a feel for it. It's kind of like a beta phase, yes, before it officially goes online and live. And during that time, we can still test and change things. It will also be changed further. So we'll probably have to invest another 60 to 100,000 to make it really sexy and smooth. And let's see if we can even manage to integrate AI to some extent. That's going to be a lot of fun. So then a huge piece of news. Yeah, AI is the keyword. Yeah, honestly, I've really been spending all my time lately educating myself on this topic. And it's just incredible what you can create with AI and crypto combined with the possibilities behind it. I've always been a fan of technological progress, definitely keeping up with the times. I've always been a bit of a nerdy type, and I know a thing or two about it. And I also understand the processes, the connections, and I can really recommend to everyone. We'll also offer a bit of education on this if you want about how to position yourself with AI. Chrism, I've even already done a call about it. Christian, how was that for you? Did you, oh, right, you can't, yeah, wait. Now you can, did you get anything out of it from that call with AI where I explained to you how I made reels?
Yeah, of course, definitely. It gives you a little boost.
Did you get any feedback on that? Did you really,
More story views, a lot more story views.
great. Yeah, that's something, at least more story views mean more reach, and more reach will ultimately bring you, yeah, 1 or 2 new partners, clients, etc. Right? There's one thing you must never lose sight of. Every one of you here right now, who's in from the very beginning, you are in the position that when we skyrocket, when the app is out, and then the token comes, so the app has to come first. App is out, then the token goes on top. Then people will see, hey, something is happening here on a daily basis. We had Tune Pool, right? Look, you felt the energy yourselves. Something was happening every day. The energy was high. Everyone was saying, hey, I'm earning. And then you don't just earn like it was back then, Tune token, but you earn Solana, USDT, Tunia, you earn 3 different cryptocurrencies just because other people are using this card. That's unique. The concept that when people in the Web2 space donate money, yeah, and it goes from Web3 to Web2, you earn 3 different cryptocurrencies in the Web3 space. And that's passive. Yeah, that's a concept. Yeah, that's one of a kind. But we had to make so many mistakes in the past. I mean, every mistake brought us a bit further. And for me, it means either we learn or we win. There's no such thing as we lose. Yeah, we weren't taught in school that it's okay to fail. In school, it's always about success. Everything has to be correct. It's okay to fail, but that's never taught to you in school. Yeah, that means people who fail have the steepest learning curve. That's just how it is. You learn the most from failures. If you only ever succeed, you don't learn anything. You don't change either. You hardly learn anything. And then when a failure happens later on, you have much bigger setbacks to deal with. And then you have to catch up on everything. So failures, especially in the beginner, is a really, really great audiobook or book about this that I recommend to every single one of you, The Beauty of Failure. In it, they examine basketball players like Jordan, Roger Federer, so tennis players, Agassi, and so on, right? Top athletes. A very, very interesting book. I really recommend it to everyone. It's also really motivating. Good. So big news, we're going to integrate AI now. Alex, come here to the camera. Say hello. I finally found the guy next to me here who will program everything AI related for us. I've now set him up here with me. He's going to be our AI agent. This guy is just incredible. Seriously, he understands the processes and can integrate everything. That means we're really getting an AI factor. So, what does that mean? In our Telegram channel, we'll have support that can tell everyone who joins this Telegram group everything about ToonPay, the entire business, right? We can even expand the whole thing to WhatsApp so that a phone service is possible via WhatsApp. That means if people call, then an agent answers a Toon agent who can explain everything to you in any language, provide support, answer questions about sales, whatever you need. So a completely independent agent is currently being programmed in the background for us. So first on Telegram, then we move over to WhatsApp, so all ToonPay questions, links, etc. Furthermore, my initial idea was that we should also actively liven up our primary main group a bit with some truly engaging news or entertaining content. That means specifically twice a day, we would provide incredibly hot, and very solid, meticulously well-researched crypto news updates. Yeah, that's the plan. So really 3, 4, 5 cool things, once in the morning, once in the evening. So twice a day. That way, the level of interest among people goes up. Knowledge is power, folks. That's the point. So your knowledge empowers you or enables you to be more knowledgeable in the crypto space. Why? I know the crypto space extremely well. That's why I have this free life with crypto. If you just try, how long have you been trying? Yeah. You have to dig a little deeper. That's it. The more you get into it, the more skills you develop. And that's something we want to give you along the way. That means you won't just get news, you will soon also get education from us. Yeah, I'm currently in talks with someone here on the island. We just can't seem to manage to meet up. Yeah, he has a complete education program. That's Frederick Naumann. He has a huge community. It's called Kapitalaufbau Pro. Yeah, really, really awesome, solid knowledge analysis. He puts out really great content once a week. Kind of like man, what's his name again? Daniel. I think Daniel on YouTube. Daniel, whatever. Anyway, it's kind of like him. Just goes even a bit deeper. And we can get a tool from him. I'm really excited to get a tool from him, one that provides super sharp analyses and signals with really extensive pre-filtering functions. Yeah, and those are also pre-filtered with AI. He provided an AI tool So, and we can get these signals and trade with them, right? And so the tool I mentioned at the beginning with ToonPay, that we could get a partnership for a tool, now we can get it ourselves, right? So it's no longer a partnership, but rather on our own initiative, meme token, signal trading, and so on. So that's the plan. So we have to test this ourselves first, but from his side, we can get education, and from his side, we can get community. That's also another important point, right? If we get community from them, well, it multiplies faster. We need multiplication power now. Yes, that's also very, very crucial. So if we need good momentum at the start, guys. We need the app has to be ready, everything has to be in place, everything has to be well planned. So we need at least 500,000 to get started. 500,000, right? We have ongoing costs. The company needs to be paid. We have a developer here every week that costs money. This is a real company, guys. Yeah. So, and then we go the token. Oh, that's going to be so interesting, guys. This is going to be interesting. With the last token, that was wow. So now everything that we let's say had trouble with back then, we've taken care of all of it, pushed everything aside, solved everything, made the concept more solid. So where are my update calls here? So we're going to keep integrating more and more AI because that's one of the fastest growing markets, and it's something you can branch into or integrate with. Yeah. So in my opinion, well, blockchain is just a small building block within AI. That's at least that's how I see it right now. So AI is far more powerful than blockchain. Mm. So soon we'll also be doing a few tool trainings, showing what's out there and how you can use it for yourself. So if anyone's interested, feel free to write in the chat. Flow, we'll do that in a moment too. That's also marked as a point on my list. So about the pools. Pools, here we have again, I click on this. Let me show you my screen. So regarding the pools, yes, the entire page, everything about it, you undoubtedly know it already. Therefore, for today, they still have a significant development. I just recently sold a highly sought after pool, specifically a legacy pool, to someone earlier today. And he genuinely and enthusiastically wanted to acquire it. We changed the commission. Yes, before it was 25, 7, and 3. Now it's 12, 5, and 3. Yes, to 12, 5, and 3. That means, as before, people who were already involved have the opportunity to buy into the pools with USDT or USDC, to be fully involved in the company. You receive shares, which means that each legacy pool entitles you to participate in the fees with 0.08%. So that means if I've actually never done this before, I want to calculate it right now. I really want to calculate this. 0.70. 8% equals, if we were to achieve the same as RedOtPay, you would earn about 200,000 per year with the pool. RedOtPay has been on the market for 2 years. Yes, 2 years on the market. You would earn almost 200,000 monthly in USDT from the commissions, just from the legacy pool. Yes, that's no joke, seriously. Yes. That's insane, insane. Yes, with 1 million people, with 1 million, you earn about 5,600 per month. Users, 1 million users. That's the goal, 1 million users. And the world is big. There are almost 9 billion people. Yes. Okay, and with this, you also bring them a bit into the crypto world. Yes. That's the goal we're pursuing. To make people able to pay in the crypto space. Yes. Get people fully on board, tell them about the possibilities with crypto. Again, approach people differently. Go to people and say, hey, secure your money. Don't just say, grow your money, but secure your money. Move your money from fiat into crypto. That's what it's about. Yes. show them, go the extra mile, join the call with them. Hey, how many people still don't know about crypto? Meet them where they need it. Give it to them, meet them where they are. For example, if they have 10,000 euros available for crypto, then do this, get them. So legacy pool, get that for 2,000. So if they want to invest now, get that for, say, 5,000 in legacy, in Tunicash, get that for 2,000 in Bitcoin, get that, let's say, 2,000 in USDT, and for 1,000, get them, I don't know, Casper or something like that. Yeah. Split it up. Yeah. Or now, of course, and naturally also with trading, if he has 10,000, put 2,000 of that into trading for him. Use these strategies with them, yeah, so that he has different sources of income. So, and that's what we want, among other things. We want to ensure these different sources of income. That's also the goal with ToonPay, that within the ecosystem, you understand the applications, yeah, and have the opportunity. There will definitely be other passive income sources or opportunities added in the future, where you earn 5 types of income through the card and through trading. These are two different things that in themselves have nothing to do with each other, but one actually supports the other. In fact, the trading even supports our Tune Cash, our Tune Pool, our ToonPay, because the profits are used to buy back the token. In the meme token space, this tool charges a 1% fee on every entry and a 1% fee on every exit, just like Bitfoot did. So, and this money are part of it we take and also put into the Toon token as a buyback. Once again, we've created an additional source of income that propels the token forward. Yes. So
very, 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 yes, it's already been thought through a lot. You really have to put everything together in a mind map for each individual and for you all to see what kind of machinery is behind it. That's what I recently noticed in a call. Many people still only know the whole thing a bit superficially. Ah, payment solution, that's what. But how all the connections are there, how we, of course, when you're new, it can sound a bit overwhelming or complicated to some people. You have to ease into it a bit. Let me tell you one thing. Do you want to really understand the crypto space? Get involved with it. You really have to move money from one wallet to another. That's what I do, guys. I just sit and move numbers around, and I can do that from anywhere. And of course, I talk about it. But that's my life. I don't have to trade time for money. I just move numbers, information around. All right. So we've got AI pools, commission is going down. We have some news, and we said, how can we make the founder pool a bit more interesting? Now that we've lowered the commission and said, hey, you know what? Let's do a giveaway, guys. Anyone who has over $300 here now, so if you were to deposit another $10, you'd have 3 tickets, 3 entries for the lottery. So $300 is 1 ticket for the lottery, so to speak. Then we'll calculate it all out. Everyone who has over $300 there. Then let's do it like this. I'll show you how. Then we'll do it this way, so you can see how the drawing. Then we'll go about it like this. Let's say, for example, this person has 3 tickets. Then we go in here, enter their address, and then we put 3 here. No. Nonsense. That's not how we'll do it. We'll do it like this. Bam, bam. We'll put them in multiple times. That means everyone who has a ticket, each ticket will be put in here. Christian will do this for us. Thank you. I love you. Christian will then put the tickets in here and will draw among these participants all those who have or get the 300, then 3 legacy pools will be raffled off for you. That means from the start, you'll get a legacy pool right from the beginning and will participate in the revenues. Again, we want to give something back to you. So then we have, what do you think about that? Feel free to write it in the chat. Annually, yes, annually. 1, awesome. I'm excited. So, okay, amazing. What else do we have? Okay, did you all understand that? Of course, legacy pools are really, really nice. The founder pool is also super nice. If you're still in the first one, you also get 3 months of company profit sharing, meaning from the fees. That can be really rewarding. And the legacy pool, even more so. With the founder pool, just so you understand, again, it's also an extremely nice tool. It's kind of like a lottery. That means you want to invest in the project anyway. You stake, you get tokens, you get cashbacks. You get cashbacks. With every card purchase, so to speak, you'll also be included in that in the future. Then you'll also be authorized from this pool. If someone wants a higher level, for example, they say, I want to move up to gold tier, then they're included. And in the next month, they get a proportional share from the fees of that month, where 0.2% of the total revenue is distributed there. So if they have the largest share, the highest staking percentage, they get the biggest payout from that pool. So that means here it will now be based on percentages. You can see it very clearly here. The founder pool would now receive 13.7% from the pool. That's 7.8, 7.4, broken down to 250 people. 250 people. That will be an average value. But of course, whoever stakes more gets more. Also a cool way to bring some buy pressure into the whole thing. We found that very refreshing. Then, okay, regarding the specific question, it was just located right here, you see. So here, the question is absolutely justified. That was mentioned by one of us, the number of tokens. I spoke with the developer again, and we're currently figuring out how to present this for you. My idea is that we should already present this visually and rebuild the basic framework. Because as you can see, we have a slightly different design language. It needs to be reworked a bit now, design-wise. If we look at Tunpool, everything here is still a bit green. In terms of design, we want to move more in this direction, not so much the meme character anymore, but more DeFi, decentralized finance. We're moving away from the meme. Say goodbye to the meme. That was just an idea at one point. We had a completely different branding, a completely different standing. Once the app is out, we'll pay influencers in the Web2 space. So it's a completely different product approach as well. It's also easier this way. The product is now the focus, not, hey, the returns, the token. The token just becomes secondary, even if it pumps really hard. And I'm really excited about that because according to the calculations and so on, this is a concept that can really take off quickly at the start. With this concept, with the 50% Solana Noniov that was there at the beginning, it was a pure Toon token company, guys. That means it was an almost entirely community-based project where anyone with a lot of tokens at the beginning could use their influence to seriously impact or even drag down the company. Then there were people who created 5 accounts underneath themselves and so on. All of that was just money being pulled out and so on and so forth. There were already people, we even talked to some, we're starting again now. Okay, yeah, awesome. I'm definitely in. Because in the first round, I have to say, thank you for that. I managed to pull out quite a bit of cash. Of course, there are people like that too. We ourselves barely took any money out of it. What we've changed now is the Solana integration, the USDT component, so that you earn differently, so that the Toon token can also grow, guys. That's the difference, the huge difference. When we pay with Solana, everyone earns Solana commissions. Everyone can live off Solana. And with the Toon token, that's just an extra on top. In the near future, there will be much, much more to come, indeed. So, quick. So I also want to say something about the card itself. If you take a comprehensive look at the current market landscape for a thorough comparison, you will observe that there are indeed a few notable competitors who currently operate with a significantly more limited range of offerings, maintain substantially higher and often inefficient cost structures, and consequently are able to give considerably less back to the community through various initiatives and programs. Just so you have the complete and accurate numbers of all the total revenue that ToonPay generates from its transaction fees, a significant portion, specifically between 60 to 70%, consistently goes directly back to the dedicated community. That goes to you. 60 to 70% with the pool here and there. And again, you earn through the founder pool. So specifically 0.2% through the founder, 0.2% through the legacy. And then we pay up to a significant 1.2% for your entire structure if you are in Diamond. That's 1.6%. We pay that back to the community from all transaction fees. You won't find that anywhere else out there. That means you can really build a sustainable, truly long-term real business here with passive income in USDT. We are built for the long term. Again, because we are genuinely committed, we meticulously work on the entire process until everything operates properly and flawlessly. We are absolutely not building a scam here where we simply collect money, pay you out from other people's deposits or anything remotely like that at all. Again, the company has external sources of income. That's always important to understand. We have integrated Web 2 with Web 3 on two different pillars, one through trading and one through payments on transactions, etc. And these are the businesses because they are sustainable, because they are built for the long term. This could work for 20 or 30 years. Who knows where the world will be in 20 years? Who really knows? Progress is incredibly fast, but we are keeping up with the times because 2 billion people don't have access to the banking system. In the future, we naturally want to integrate the ability for people to buy crypto directly through the app. Who knows? There are some cool solutions like in Africa where you can enter the crypto space with just a WhatsApp message. Imagine if we create something where with just one click, people in Africa can access our token. Anything is possible. Then we're instantly immediately connected to the payment system. There's a market there. By 2030, only 1 in 8 will be using crypto, so it's still early. But by then, it will definitely be 1 in 4, maybe even 1 in 3. And that will come with time. We're still in the crypto space like we were in the internet era around the year 2000 or 2001, something like that. Yeah, you all know it. You grew up with the internet age, just like I did. And I experienced all of that 64K modem, yeah. Who still remembers that? So back then, right, a bit of ISDN. Who here still remembers ISDN? Yeah, you can write it in the chat, Telecom ISDN. That's the kind of era we're in right now when it comes to blockchain. Yeah, there's still so much more to come. And when that's combined with AI, it's going to be it's going to be absolutely insane. All right, what else do we have? So considers it very realistic that we'll make it. See, we also think it's very realistic. Super, really great thing. I'll deposit more money in. Cool, me too, Christian. Yeah, cool. So those were the updates. I think, Carlos, did I forget anything? Nothing. That's just Carlos. Then I can say this. If you want, you can still ask 2 or 3 questions. You can also feel free to talk to me privately.
Hi there, Dima. Do you happen to have a complete recording of this particular call available now?
Yes, of course. I'll translate it into English, Spanish, and Italian right away.
Right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Everything was really great, actually. I was just on mute, so I could say, but everything was spot on, perfect. and that's how we can translate it into any language.
Yes, that's what we're doing now. Good. Okay. What do we have tomorrow?
There's still a question in the chat. Africa, don't you need some kind of licenses for that?
Of course, you need some kind of licenses. We're well connected. Anything is possible. Is there a giveaway starting today or next time? Giveaway? Which giveaway? This one.
Yeah.
The giveaway is at the token launch. Now we're collecting. Aha. What are we supposed to do a giveaway now with just 12 people or what? Okay. Then I sell or give away 3 legacy pools. Yeah, I have to.
Okay. Then I somehow got that right. All right.
There's a ranking. So, for example, this wallet already has almost 3 tickets. This one has 2 tickets. That one has 2 tickets. So everything that's already happened is being counted, guys. Pretty cool. So your investment already counts towards it. Yes. And for every 300 and each additional 300, yeah, that's another ticket for you. Yeah.
So you still have time until August 17th.
You can still get tickets now.